I'm Mark Dupree, and I'm running for re-election as your Wyandotte County District Attorney. I love this county because I love being a Dot. This is where I was born, raised, and educated. The Dot has been good to me and my family, but there were some experiences I wouldn't wish on anyone. I was around 8 years old when I was riding my bike in the inner city right off of 11th and Richmond. And I remember as I rode around the corner, I ran into a dead body. I was 12 when I was going to the park with some cousins and friends, and as we were playing, we began to hear shots. We looked up, and to our surprise, there was a car that was shooting at us. We took off running, trying to get home for safety. As I walked into the house, my mother and my father just held me as I was shaking. I felt as though nobody cared about the trauma that we were experiencing in our community. My parents, who were pastors in the community, they told me, son, just pray. And I did. I prayed. But we had to do the work. So I made up in my mind to get involved. I began working in the community through the church for nearly 20 years. And then I became a lawyer. And I ran for district attorney because I believed we could make our county safer by taking a preventative approach while still holding defendants accountable. I'm proud to say our efforts are working. We've done this by increasing our felony trial conviction rate from 60% when I walked in the door 3 years ago to over 80% now. Our crime rate has decreased by 11% over those years. No office does this alone. It takes everyone to achieve these results, and I'm proud of our partnership with all of the law enforcement agencies in Wyandotte County. When I walked through the door of this office, we found out many victims were never talked to unless their cases were going to trial. We changed that culture, secured an additional victims advocate, and now we meet with every victim. And I personally meet with every family that has lost a loved one due to crime. When I walked through the doors, there were hundreds of school truancy cases that had not received any attention. We took a proactive stance and addressed these cases. Why? Because it matters. Because our children matter. We must end the school to prison pipeline. We became a proactive community prosecutor's office. We participated, hosted, and attended over 200 school community programs. There was a lack of community trust and involvement. We have worked to earn the trust of this community by demanding transparency in the legal process. We fought for and now have an independent agency investigate officer-involved shootings. We established the Community Liaison Board, which meets with me personally, and my office informs the community of what we do. We also created the first ever Conviction Integrity Unit in the state of Kansas. No person should ever be wrongfully convicted, as the only person that benefits from a wrongful conviction is the one who actually committed the crime. The convictions of yesterday must hold integrity today. We expanded our diversions to citizens and non-citizens because we're all a part of this community. We hosted a summer expungement fair where hundreds came to get old records cleared, which allowed them to seek lawful employment with dignity, which lowers their chances of committing a crime. We have done so much, but there is yet so much more to do. I want a Wyandotte County that continues to lead the state in real criminal justice reform. I ran for Wyandotte County District Attorney because it is a calling, because I care about what happens on every street in this community, from 1st Street to 139th Street, which is why every promise I made, I have kept. Whether you are privileged or poor, politically connected or a common citizen, the system should work the same for you. Wyandotte County, we have more work to do, and I'm asking for your vote, your time and energy, and your talents as we fight forward together in 2020. Be blessed.